Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. So a few days ago, I received that new update on my OnePlus 13, and within that new update was supposed to come improvements to video quality. So in this video, we're gonna do a little 4K video test to see what video quality is now like after the new update. We'll be testing out both the front-facing camera and the rear-facing cameras at 4K 30 frames per second and 4K 60 frames per second in the daytime and the nighttime. And I'm gonna let y'all be the judges down in the comment sections below and let me know what you think about overall video quality and sound quality as well when it comes to the microphone. So let's go and get this video test started. All right, so starting off with the front-facing camera at 4K 30 frames per second. Everything is going to be handheld out here on this beautiful day at the park. It's not too sunny, but it's not too cloudy either. We do got some clouds in the sky, but this is with the sun directly behind me. It's kind of hiding behind some clouds back there, and this is with it directly in my face right there, as you can see. Like I mentioned, everything is handheld, so no special tripod or gimbal or anything like that. And also let me know what you think about the microphone quality as well. How well is it picking up my voice? But let's check out stabilization. Just doing a nice steady walk here. Beautiful day today. Let's go into a little jog. Scaring the ducks away at the lake behind me right there. Again, this is 4K 30 frames per second. Let's go and check out 4K 60 frames per second. All right, so we are now at 4K 60 frames per second. Of course, we are going to get that smoother video. What do y'all think? Just currently doing a nice steady walk here. Check out stabilization. Let's see. Go this way. Let's go into a nice steady jog here. There we go. What do you think about the difference in stabilization between 4K 30 and 4K 60? Is there any difference? Of course, the main difference is the smoothness of the video, you know, between 30 and 60 frames per second. I'm going to pan around here. Got some flowers there behind me. What do y'all think? 4K 60 frames per second. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's go and check out the rear-facing cameras. Okay, so taking it over to the rear-facing cameras. Once again, starting off at 4K 30 frames per second. As you can see, I'm already doing just a nice steady walk here. Now, of course, we do have the option to use the ultra-wide angle lens if you want to capture more in your shot. And then we also have that option to use the 3x telephoto lens if you want some good quality zoom there. And then we also have the option to zoom in all the way up to 18 times. That's what that's going to look like. Going back to the main lens. Now I want to test out the zoom, or actually switching in between lenses to see how smooth it is, because they said that they improved the smoothness of switching in between lenses. So we'll start off at the ultra wide angle lens here, and we'll just go back and forth between main lens, telephoto lens. As you can see there, it's going in between all three lenses, and it's actually pretty smooth. There's a little bit of a pop there, but it's actually very smooth, to be quite honest. Back at the main lens, let's go into a nice steady jog here to check out stabilization. Here we go. There we are. Just going to pan around a little bit more. See if we can get a close-up on this. What do y'all think? 4K 30 frames per second on the rear-facing cameras. Let's go and test out 4K 60 frames per second. All right, so taking it over to 4K 60 frames per second, getting that smoother video. Starting off with the slow pan here. Now, of course, we do still have that option to use the ultra wide angle lens, and then the 3x telephoto lens. And we still got the option to zoom in 18 times.
Let's test out the scrolling smoothness between lenses here at 4K 60. This is going between all three lenses. Still looking pretty smooth, not bad. Taking it back to the main lens. Do a little bit of walking here. Now, I do gotta say, this part of the video right here is actually the next day, because yesterday when I switched over to 4K 60, I accidentally put it at 1080p 60 somehow. And I noticed that while I was editing the video, I was like, wait, something don't look right. So yeah, I had to come redo this specific part. All right, let's go into a nice jog here. What do you think? What do you think? Got the sun on that side. As you can see, the clouds are now gone today. There we are, 4K, 60 frames per second. Let's check out all the ducks over here. Now I want to test out one more thing. Okay, so I am now using ultra steady mode, which allows you to use this feature while still recording at 4K 60 frames per second and 4K 30 frames per second. Now, usually a feature like this in other devices will bring your video quality down to 1080p, but this allows you to keep recording at 4K. So I'm still recording at 4K 60 frames per second, and all it really does is kind of just crop in the video to enhance the stabilization. So let me jog again here, and I am in grass. As you can see, it's a little bumpy. It's not the most flat. And this is actually my first time using this mode. So this is ultra steady mode at 4K 60 frames per second. What do y'all think? Let's take a look at some night footage.
All right, so I've made my way into the night. As you can see here, once again, back on the front-facing camera at 4K 30 frames per second. Now, while it is nighttime, I do have some lights from the buildings around me. As you can see, got some lights here on the palm trees and stuff. So those will help a little bit out with lighting. But what do y'all think? Trying to just do a nice steady walk here. Now, there is a bit jitteriness going on, which I can see here on the viewfinder. So it's not performing the best when it comes to the front-facing camera. But what do y'all think? Let's go and do a nice jog, see what stabilization is like at night. Whoa. There we are. What do you think? What do you think? I'm going to just slowly pan around here. That way there's not too much movement going on. Beautiful night tonight. Beautiful area right here as well. But what do y'all think? Let's go and switch it up to 4K 60 frames per second. And just like that, we are now at 4K 60 frames per second. Of course, getting that smoother video. Now, just by looking here on the viewfinder, it does already look like it is performing better than 4K 30 frames per second. But just slowly panning around here. What do you think? Let's go and go into a nice steady walk here. Now, I'm trying to keep the camera as steady as possible in my hand. Like I said, this is all handheld. So you can see at night, it does struggle a bit. At least that's what it looks like here. Let's go into a little jog. There we are. What do you think? 4K 60 frames per second. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Let's go and switch it up to the rear-facing cameras.
Here we are, 4K 30 frames per second on the rear-facing camera. Just go ahead and walk around a little bit. It actually looks pretty good here on the screen. What do you guys think? And what if I stop? I'm gonna go ahead and just pan around. Good look at the trees with the lights. Got some color from the grass going on over there. Now, of course, we do have the option to use the ultra wide angle lens. Let's check out the 3x telephoto. See if we can get that sign over there. Go ahead and pan this way as well. And then of course we do have that option to zoom in 18 times as well. Let's take it back to the main lens. I'm gonna do a nice jog here. Let's walk across the street. Look at this area. Again, 4K 30. Let's go ahead and switch it up to 4K 60 frames per second. All right, so we are now at 4K 60 frames per second. Actually looking really good here on the viewfinder. Nice and smooth. I don't see no jitteriness going on here. Looking really good. Here's the ultra wide angle lens. And then we have the telephoto lens. And of course, you can use that 18 times zoom. Let's go back to the main lens. Walk across the street here. Now over here it is a bit darker. Let's go ahead and do a nice steady jog. There we are, 4K 60 at night. In my opinion, the 4K 60 actually looks pretty good here at night. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video, but just based off seeing what's on screen right here, doesn't look too bad. But y'all let me know what you think.
All right, so there you have it, a full 4K video test with the OnePlus 13. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comment sections below. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you're not missing out on any other future videos to come. Thank you all so very much for watching. This is Josh Quinones, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.